Coolio. Coolio. Yep, nice, it's all cut up. So, I'm Kingemocut, and this is going to be a Zanki Zero Last Beginnings.
So, I'm
It's a bit of an obscure game by the same people who made the Danganronpa series.
It's a bit of an obscure game by the same people who made the Danganronpa series.
First input, it doesn't actually start from any of this.
From first input, it doesn't actually start from any of this.
Only when I want to make sure I did actually
I'm currently
game,
the
plus
only when I want to make sure I did actually press new
So
game.
I've
plus,
kind of decided that the best sort of thing for timing is starting it.
I've kind of
first
decided
input
that the best sort of thing for
instead
timing
of
is starting it
clicking the load
first
stuff because
input
PlayStation
instead of clicking the load stuff because PlayStation 4's a bit different.
many people
species
as
is a
possible
bit
to play
weird.
it as I could.
So I wanted as many people as possible to play it as I could. So time will start in 3, 2, 1, and go. So this is Zanki Zero. It's a, as I've already said, a game by the people who made the Danganronpa series, so it includes similar hallmarks. Well, one of the changes that they've actually made, which is kind of nice, is all of the characters, none of them actually have to worry in the slightest about having Pepto-Bismol as their blood. They all actually have blood. So the first things first, you don't want to mess that up, because we're running at difficulty 1, because it's a joke. There is 0 enemies on the actual map. There is, well, let's have to look through. There's 1, and all of the bosses, but they die in 1 hit. All of the items and puzzles are given to you, effectively. You don't have to worry about your hunger, your bladder, your stress at all. As far as I know, it's impossible to die. No, actually, there might be one way where you can die, but I've not seen that happen in the slightest. Recently, this game has been in a new marathons, namely the Bad and Obscure Splinter Run Showcase that happened a couple of weeks back. And during that, we had a bit of new tech that I've been theorizing for a little bit.
Is this
the current best time that's current best theoretical is a 140-ish. And I've just got a goal from these 2 people from the TV to make a toilet, because, well, we woke up on a stranded island somewhere after a mysterious event on the top of a rooftop. And of course, the first thing we've got to do is make somewhere where we can make sure our waste goes away safely. Because we want to do this one first, because it's right there, make it nice and quick. Skip all of the text, because it's effectively a visual novel-based dungeon crawling JRPG with semi-real-time attack systems. I'll be able to explain what that semi-real-time is fairly soon, because we're actually going to get into a tutorial fight soon. This is basically introducing us to all of the characters. We've got Swole, bodybuilder doctor. We've got Yuma, who's a bit tubby, so quite clearly she's a bit greedy. We've also got a tutorial about needing to get some water, so that's nice, because of course we all need water to survive. They don't really need water to survive, you can just give them food. And then the best thing about this game is, of course, you play as every single kind of the characters at least once. You go to every single one of their home bases. Nice, I haven't forgotten where the beginning part happens. That would have been embarrassing. One of the most important movement techs in this game is actually to press forward twice on the D-pad. And you might be thinking, well, why press forward twice? Well, that's how you sprint. If you then activate like side walking with the L1 and R1, you will immediately be going ahead. So it's a way to actually just keep on going at full speed. The game has a little bit of randomization, and there's one part where, as far as I can tell, I believe it's based on the day-night system, so it can hopefully all be completely routed. There's the battle system, done. Because there's a day-night system, well, a day system where every single day parts of each world can be slightly different. Oh, no, you don't actually need that, because that's part of the... That's the only time you'll actually see any of this in blue.
I'll hold it.
Blue little arrows on the top map, that's on the top right of the screen, are normally for side quest stuff, so I was trying to avoid it because I'd completely forgotten, oh, I need that one item because that's not side quest stuff. This is a tutorial for skills and building, if I'm correct. the system menu. So open the system menu, learning skills, learn the Reformer. Now this is New Game Plus, so we basically have all the skills, but we don't actually need any of them in the slightest, really, because it's, well, difficulty 1, it's a joke. And then, yes, there we go. It's this old joke that I always end up making with the Pepto-Bismol of all the characters in Danganronpa. They always end up spilling Pepto-Bismol everywhere. But now in this one they don't have Pepto-Bismol anymore, so that's actually kind of decent. So now we've got told, oh, it's more tutorials, and then we've got, oh, there's like loads of stuff in the survival guide. We don't care, we want TV to do.
This?
Now I'm skipping all of the cutscenes, but Mirai and Sho, the two people from the TV, absolutely the best lines in the entire game, hands down, 100%, top tier. There's a couple of differences between the English and original Japanese release. Most of them happen to revolve around questionable CGs between characters that are considered as children. So it's reasonable that they've changed it. The DLC swimsuit costumes are there. It's just a thing that happens. It's nothing else that matters. Yeah, you do just continue on. And then there's, with the original version, there isn't any difficulty 1. The difficulty 1 in the original PS Vita version is the same as difficulty 2, I believe. So it's actually a decent difficulty where you can actually do stuff, and it sort of exists. Of course I'd accidentally hit the turn button. So, because it's a dungeon crawler, you can move forward, back, left, right, and you can also turn side to side. I don't believe I need to pick this one for here.
I'll hold it.
But most of this game is actually most of this category is remembering to actually pick up certain items when you need to, and to remember the routes of some of the puzzles. As far as I know, the actual system for changing days is based off of how many moves you've taken, so how many steps you've actually taken on the map. It may be based off of the actual real time that it's taken, but I'm not 100% sure.
Here we go.
Click it here, and then here's where we actually see for the first time some of the, well, monster and horror from the horror thriller monster marathon. Namely, an eye, and then they both lose their chests. It's not nice, but it served us a purpose of actually finishing our quest, so can't complain. And they came back, so it's gonna be fine, right? They can always just be revived. Nothing bad's gonna happen about that at all. I'm sure. 100%. And now it's, again, a bit more of the tutorials about how the extend machine, which is our way to basically have our lives come back in constantly. It's a nice sort of mechanic, and if you die by certain enemies, which you're not going to see, you're not going to see most of the monsters in this at all, except bosses. So here, let's go. Because again it's difficulty 0, difficulty 1, so we don't have to worry about that in the slightest. There's a system where if you die from certain enemies, and if you die by certain methods, the only method we can die in this one is by old age, in this difficulty is by old age, you get something called a sugar bane, and that's basically a bonus after your death, and it will continue on every single time you revive with one. With every single sugar bane, it makes you much more powerful. One of my biggest criticisms of the Zanki Zero has got to be the fact that the sugar banes are pushed onto you. They're not a nice, oh, here's a nice bonus. It's much more of a, you effectively have to use it if you want to be able to do anything on the higher difficulties. It's not high quality, unfortunately. So now we're going back to the ruins where we were just killed. because we've got stuff to do, and I actually need to remember to pick up some stuff this time, because a couple of the ones I've done I've forgot to pick up stuff, and it basically has meant lost time. During the beginning of each chapter we have a classic nursery rhyme. In this case it's about Solomon Grundy, fitting because it's the first game of the fight, first chapter of the game, and it just goes through the entire 7 days. Now, each of these characters, there's a boss in each of these that are based off of worries and fears of the particular character that we happen to be playing. Now, this time we happen to be playing Haruto, who's a journalist. He thought that his job went horribly wrong. He was wanting to do a documentary about something which he really quite liked, but it happened to also include women that were at risk, and because of this, and the magazine publication he actually happened to work for, it didn't go too well. Now, we turned on the generator so we could open up the door to the Master Hero Garden Tower. It also opened up this little shortcut, which is nice. It basically lets us skip some of this. And then, of course, we've got another TV. Another Extend TV. But, of course, we're not extending our playtime by watching these Extend TVs, because it's a speed run and we've got to go fast. Now, I haven't... This is actually my first proper, full-fledged run.
Maybe this will come in handy.
Wait, shit. I forgot to switch some of the character stuff. Why, it's that one. Because, again, I recently bought a new laptop, and this is my first proper run using everything set up, minus live split for this. So it's going to be fun to see just how fast and what time we end up going to be getting. World record is a 1:49 something. I think it might be in the middle of the 1:49s. Now, the characters here, they've got the effects of aging. They've become middle-aged. They've become poor old boomers. And then we've also got a tutorial again with these being the Zanki hatches. Every single character in our party needs to be alive for us to be able to open up these Zanki hatches. Because of this, there's points where we're perfectly trying to route out how old we get. Because if we get too old, we'll actually just die before we have a chance to get to them. Have to go back and then just waste a load of time. It's not fun. And then it's along here. Press the switch to push the button. It's not a Persona game. You don't play. It's not a traditional RPG in the slightest, and you don't. I was going to say you don't really be able to build friendships, but you do. But it's so one-minded that it's not that fun. Now here's the first bit of proper speed tech in the game. We can open up both these doors. Click on the floor to open it up. We then go here. Then I believe it's here. I think I haven't done this in a fair while. So then it's gotta go down here. I believe turning that door then opened up the... Yep, there we go. So now it's basically opened up a shortcut, which we're going to be using in the 3rd chapter. So we're not going to be using it yet.
Let's take this.
There we go. But it will come in handy. Like, massively handy. One of the other bonuses for having the game in New Game Plus allows us to actually have a skip, which isn't possible in normal New Game. And I think it's this door. Nope. It's not in here. Nice. So if that's the case, it would be... So we're trying to find 2 shapes. One of them is this one, and the other one's actually on a wall. You may have seen in the distance a little sign. That was the switch we were meant to press. And then that's actually opened up a floor at the bottom, I believe, and that's the one we were meant to go to. And you can tell it's not a Persona game because they aren't actually in high school anymore. I mean, you visit a high school, but it's not in high school anymore, so... It's this one here, I think. Yeah, it's here. Then we've got triangle as well as the star. Then we can just turn, and now we're going to see our first and only random enemy in the entire game. Random. It's always set to be the exact same kind, and you can see just how overpowered this difficulty is. This guy should be able to hurt us quite badly. This is our first enemy, and we're not going to see anything about it. And as you can notice, he's got a bit of a problem with his left arm. I think I was just about to do this one, I believe. Yes. So we're going to say bye, bud. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, the game becomes nice and easy sometimes. So as you can see now, some more of the characters have aged, which isn't always good. We should be able to actually set out our aging stuff near enough perfectly, and this is one of the reasons we need an item. So we'll just chuck the water there, and it's up to the side. Let's press the weird VHS tape. The very, very clearly something's actually here VHS tape. Skip all of this tripe. And it's basically him going and talking to his boss, trying to basically set up his interview and the entire thing he wants to actually do for the company. And he's just basically griping about how his boss was a bit of an arse and why does he have this photo still and stuff like that. So you know, normal kinds of stuff. We go up through here. And if this was a serious run of difficulty 2, which I've still been meaning to actually route, because it's a better run, honestly, it would be a much better run, then I would be opening up all of these doors and actually using them for their purpose. But as you can see, a Zanki door. You might notice to our right there was a sheep getting cut up. Well, that little sheepy, as you can partially see, is an indication that there's a boss in the area that's just ahead. It doesn't really come in too useful, except for one part which is more of a break sort of section in the game. And then of course we can see some guy with a weird thing for a tie. Those things are called Cleone. They actually give us more power. And that was a boss, and that's difficulty 1. Get prepared for that 8 more times, I think. And of course, every single time I forget, it just auto does that, so it's better off not turning.
By the way, were you watching when I used my special?
And then because we beat the boss, we got something called extend coins, which is if you don't happen to have enough points, then you can use them to revive again. We don't care for them in the slightest, because they are automatically done for as we get plenty of points. And difficulty 1 basically reduces the amount of the cost to pittance, to put it politely. It's called NASA Marathon because these ones are out of this world. It's the exact same reason that ESA is called the ESA Marathon. It's because the runs are out of this world. So that was chapter 1. Now we play as a Zen Kubota. He happened to have been a farmer, so yeah. And this is one of the few NASA rhymes which I didn't actually recognise in the slightest, and it happens to be related to the boss. So we get this nice, relaxing bit of a free time to do nothing. And 20-minute splits, I think, normal. So that would be a split for me, so that's actually solid. Because this one should take about 20 minutes. Generally, every single chapter takes about 10 to 20. It is this way.
What's this?
if I want to check the map, I can actually press the trackpad in on the PS4 controller to check the entire map. It will show, no matter what, the location of what we want. We have a background music player, but we don't really care. We're going by so fast that it's not worth changing, even when we mess up like that. Then again, we've got another bonus for beating the first chapter. You get the ability to choose a different difficulty. Because of this, if you were to do difficulty 4 and difficulty 5 speedruns, it would be difficulty 3 at all of the first chapter up till we can basically change it to the max. Then it's... yeah, head to New Ruins. At the top left, you might see next, head to the New Ruins. That's our quest. Lives is how many people we have left. Hello, Florent. Sorry if I said that name horribly wrong. Yeah, you made it in time for chapter 2. Yes, he's the one you get until playing as him. He does sort of get an introduction, but it's only a very, very loose one to more or less the entire intrigue of the story, rather than an intrigue to the character himself. And then we're going to see our first case of puzzles all being solved for us. So normally none of these things has anything on, but they actually give us the answer to the puzzles on these, so it's nice and easy.
Whoa.
This is the case for all the puzzles in difficulty 1. It is a joke. Well, there's... saying all of them is incorrect. All of the essential puzzles to beat the game, rather.
What are you doing?
Then I open up this, and then we're going to be controlling Zen only. Quite often I'll actually like having a second or third character in our party just to make sure I have a bit of safety in case I end up whiffing an attack, which is more than possible. This one it says, oh, you're going to be only having one person for the thing. You sure you want to do this? That's more of a warning of, if you die, game over. At this one part, the game has a lot of good ideas, but it never works with them often enough, unfortunately. So again, here. Yeah, in general, the game is absolutely shit your pants scary. Especially when you encounter the Dark Men, which I don't know the correct name for them, but... oh, Shadow Men, sorry. Because they just exist. And that's the best thing you can say about them, they just exist. And we're getting our party back, because yes, getting our party back was that easy. When I say the game does not capitalize on some of the good ideas, I mean it does not capitalize on some of the good ideas it has. Yes, that's the entire sort of idea behind this section. Then again, if you don't know how to do these puzzles, this puzzle, then oh boy, look away now, because we don't need to know what to do. We can just smash our face against the wall and see the answer. The answer, I believe, is to get the number 8. Because it's basically trying to do math, so it's a 2, and I think it's 7.
Let's activate this. Found it.
Yeah, 2 and 7. That's one of the only puzzles where we actually have to answer it correctly. But you can just smash your face against the wall, and you'll eventually get the answer for it. You could also take the other route, but as far as I know, it's actually just longer, and it's not as entertaining anyway. Yeah, this entire game is going to be spoilers for all of the puzzles, because they're already solved for us, so we don't have to do anything. And as you can see, this game is cutscene heavy. It's not... you might think, oh, all of these cutscenes, it's going to be nice and easy to be able to just get away with all of this stuff. It's not. It's really not. You don't have any free time to play, do anything, except at the beginning of new chapters, but that's like such little time. I will say, however, it is just enough time for bathroom breaks.
if you are planning on running this game and you ever need to have a bathroom break, you get just enough time during all of the nursery rhymes. Now at that part we had to turn the switch because that opens up the door. It also happens to turn off the needle that was shooting in an arrow. We got hit by the arrow, but we're on difficulty 1. It does nothing. It's crap. It's doing nothing at all. This game is a joke on difficulty 1. Don't play it on difficulty 1, honestly.
Careful. There.
We press the button, so we open the door, we get to the TV, skip the TV, and then this puzzle you don't have to ever do it, even on like difficulty 2 and difficulty 3. I think this might actually be one of the fastest I've done chapter 2.
Oh well.
Unironically, I think this might be one of the fastest chapter 2s. Nice. So yeah, that's the boss for this area. It's a monkey. It's actually Zen's grandfather. It's heavily implied that there's lots of stuff that's way too raunchy for Twitch. That happens between family members and a monkey. I know the monkey's meant to be a metaphor, but I'm always going to think more it's actually with the monkey, and that always makes it slightly more twisted to me. Yeah, boss time again, dead. Oh no, the big bad, dead.
All right.
Oh no, the final boss, dead. Everybody, dead. The only character with, well, the only boss that doesn't die in one hit's the only boss where there's not one character. And then we've got stage 2 done, so yeah, nice and easy. This is... So this next stage is actually the one where
we're all here
in chapter 1 we opened up the door. We had to go a bit of a long way around to get back through the front door. That was for this one. That's only for this chapter, and it's the only time we ever need to go back to the single level. It just happens that since we're going to have to go back through here anyway, the fact that we can just backtrack is a better, with both of the doors open, is a better route than taking only one. This, I believe, is also the Cleone introduction. So, I'm just trying to remember and make sure I definitely remember who the thing is. Yeah, I remember. So, I can't remember if it's better to do it when we have a different part happening. We're not doing that yet, we're going here. Because we do actually need to do the Cleone, well, using the Cleone intro. But there's a bit of a tech, because we're playing on New Game Plus. With one of the rooms much later on, there's a door which is opened up to us if we use a fire attack. We happen to have a character which can use a fire attack. As you can see, we now have... no, I was over-eager again. Always end up being over-eager with this one. You have to wait for this. Then you get the tutorial. And yeah, there's the tutorial on what Cleone is, how to get Cleone. And now we can actually add Cleone. I've done this twice. I think I've just overdone... No, I've nearly overdone it. Yes, now it's Mamoru's time to be the main character. So, of course, Mamoru's going to be injected with Cleone first. And I don't think we can add anybody else yet. Only transplant. Yeah, no, we have to add it with, and it's always the same one. It's always the heavy blow Jin. And, oh boy, that's a bit too hot for Twitch. Then, oh no, Haram. I'm sure she'll be fine. So yes. Oh, you can just hold that. You don't have to spam it. Nice. Yep, go to Underground Plaza. So that actually means we don't need to do the one I was doing yet. It should be next one or the one afterwards. But when we have the next time to use the extend machine. There's one more time when we're forced to. Yeah, flying stuff. We'll also be doing a bit extra than what we would normally have to do. We're going to be adding a Cleone to Mrs. Flower Girl, the one who has a little daisy in her hair. Because when we enter her area, we're basically going to be using that Cleone to...
What are you doing?
Go fast. And then... no, it's this one. Then it's... So Cleone, certain ones can do certain things in the environment. For example, smash down a wall. You can actually skip that, but it's nice to look at and it doesn't waste time, so it's a nice sort of thing to show off to everybody. Yeah, the game is very tutorial heavy as well. It's a bit much. And now we're in one of the more spooky areas of the game. This is one of the few the points where you can actually turn the stuff on, but it's still pretty spooky. And this is the first one where we're going to be seeing the day-locked doors. I don't know what the actual terminology for them is. I just call them day-locked doors because they're locked based on certain points in the day. If you go fast or slow on the route, then, well, you can only really go slower after a certain point, then certain doors won't be open to you. And in a certain area, not only will certain doors not be open to you, you'll also be starting in a different area. And it just so happens that the area you may start in could be a sack of shite.
We're not lost, are we?
So is it up? I think. Yeah, it's up.
Ow.
So you get more of this. Of course, it's mainly a visual novel sort of game, so of course there's so much text to waste. There would actually be some decent fights, but again, difficulty 1, and yeah.
Huh?
Some of the main tech in this game is actually being able to move the cursor. Sometimes you may see a little thing pop up on the screen. That little cursor is actually important. We have to move it for most things. There's what our boss is going to be next. New game, I don't know. I haven't done a serious one of it yet, unfortunately. If I had to guess, it would take 10 minutes longer because difficulty 1. No, sorry, I take that back. It'll take about 20 minutes longer. And the only reason for that is there's a single...
Watch out!
a single sugar bean that we have that makes the run take quicker, and that is ones where you have to die at a certain life state. So, for example, die as an old man, die as a middle-aged person, die as a kid, and die as an adult. They basically add 1 day extra to each of your life, up to a maximum of 17, I think. I can't remember. It's 13 and then plus 4. And then because of that, it basically lets us to live longer and do more stuff. And for one of the things, we do literally get the characters to end of life. But because the game's nice, even when the character hits end of life, and you beat the chapter, you basically have to revive again. Their time comes back to nothing again, so you can theoretically, and I've done it a couple of times in some ones. I forgot to turn on the power, haven't I? Shite. It's down here. For some ones, you can actually survive with all of the characters never actually dying, except of course that one part which we're not going to spoil. Yeah, 2 days for an adult, because the child stage is weak. They're terrible. It's a little kid, of course it's going to be absolutely weak and terrible. I always end up running all the way along here for some stupid reason.
Hey!
That's just the lights. I know I shouldn't, but...
Ow!
And then here. If you want to have an actually decent sort of category, though, you wouldn't do New Game versus New Game Plus. You do difficulty 2 instead of difficulty 1, and
Go there.
that one I would think would be an hour or two longer. Again, it's something that I haven't routed out yet, so I'm not... it's not down yet. That's the far back point. Sorry. It's through here.
It won't open.
And these ones are all down here. We have to use something which America doesn't have,
This thing, right?
but everywhere else has. One's on time and one's good. Trains. And again. Oh. Oh. Now, I don't normally run down there, and the only reason I've done that is because the date-locked door is, that one's normally locked. It's one of the few which I've not got on any of my saves.
Whoa.
It's the reason I don't have 100% on all of my saves for the maps. Thanks, Laz, you legend.
This thing, right?
I was actually going to ask if you'd want to be co-comming, but it's a bit late now, I'm afraid, so yeah. And now, we started off going one way. We're not going to go back the same way. Don't want to fall down there. We can, but it's ever so slightly slow because of the location we get dropped into. And the falling animation. So we continue on, pop the door, we go down, and then this is where it starts to get a bit fuzzy in my mind. I've messed up on this one lots of times, just simply because the route is a bit weird on where
We should mark it.
you need to go, because it doesn't actually tell you. Oh, and I found it, nice. Oops. Yeah, you can if you want, Laz. It's not this one, I don't think. I actually got the right one, holy hell. Wow. I normally end up going into the wrong door. Nice. That's actually good, because we've opened up 2 of these doors, and we've seen the boss. That basically means us, that basically tells us we're now near the end of this section. 40-minute is like a solid time for chapter 3. So...
The destination
Yeah, this way.
is...
And it's up. Through here, down the stairs. Please tell me they have stuff. They should have. They don't have anything taken away yet, don't they? Yeah, they have stuff nice. And then it's...
Where are we?
Okay. Now, there's a puzzle which you can completely skip in the 3rd floor for this one, if you know where to look for the answer. It's a right old mess, and you have to do some stuff a bit before. I think I've... Yep, this is the problem that I keep on forgetting about. Where is... I think it's...
North is up. Watch out.
Now there's a switch somewhere, and I can't remember where the switch is, and I'm gonna hope it's... No. No, nice.
Hey!
So this isn't gonna be a good time, but 10 minutes is...
This thing, right?
Watch out.
I think that was the thing I needed to do.
Here's the map.
Let's check the map.
And I can't remember where the thing was going, so it's here. Yeah, it's here.
Can't go
It's
there.
nice to sort of remember that I got that back on track quickly, or else that would be a bit of an embarrassment.
On
But it
3.
still is a bit of embarrassment, honestly, because I completely forgot where the hell I'm going, so... Yeah, still got... Nope.
Whoa!
There it is. Found it at last. Well, that's annoying. And then for this one, oh, the door's got no power. What are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna go up here, turn here, turn on the main power. But that doesn't do anything yet, 'cause that's still turned off. And then here's where we're meant to actually go. So, oh, we can go in there? No. Go there? No. We want to go in here. See the switch? Click it. It's a light switch. It's also a power switch. And it's also the door switch. As you can see. So even though that was a bit of a mistake, it's nice to sort of have the quick recover. But it's the sort of thing of, oh, you stand on the pressure plate, the door opens, you want to continue. You shouldn't continue. Now, fairly soon we're going to hear something which I think a lot of the Americans are going to like, and we're stabbing on a pressure plate, we're getting stabbed by a jet thing. We don't care. Difficulty 1. I will always have that as a punchline, and you can't stop me. But some of you might like the next sort of thing we're going to have. I'm going to grab the thing we need. Then we're going to get a nice little itty bit of a poem.
Found it.
It's very Boston Tea Party.
Don't tell me.
That is our big bad. And oh no, we've got beat down. Oh no, that... Oh! Oh no! Oh no. I'm afraid our bridge has fallen down. Our poor fair lady. That's the only puzzle I really have massive problems trying to remember. There's one more which is completely movement-based, which is a puzzle that I sort of know how to do. And if I screw it up, it's because I've been an idiot and not looked forward enough. And it wastes 20 minutes if I mess it up, because I have to completely reset the puzzle. I'm not joking. It doesn't actually take 20 minutes, but it takes enough time where... God damn it. Pretty much. That's the only thing I can say whenever you mess it up.
So shall you.
Something I haven't actually stated yet. All of the people that I faced, the bosses all have one of the 7 deadly sins. We had Pride, which we've just done. We also had Sloth, which was Haruto. And then we also had... can hardly remember Zen's, but it's... Envy? Yeah, it's Envy, because it's Creature of Envy. Next, we're doing the Creature of Gluttony, which, of course, happens to be the Fat Girl, because of course it's the Fat Girl.
Zanki.
Of course, they completely mess up, and the person who literally has bondage ropes around him isn't the creature, doesn't have the creature lust. Instead, it goes to the worst character of the entire game by most of the community standards. Now, we're meant to play Reckless Skies. This is actually when we're giving Winko. Where is it? Scorching Heat. Because of some of the tech we have. And then our technique for playing Reckless Skies is as follows. We die. And a 5 is the best sort of time you can get. Getting a high score in that is actually hell. And I didn't mean to do that, so return to title. Ah, shit. Again. We're meant to be spamming circle. I was about to say B. Oops. I don't know if you have to die first time, but I just thought you might be able to just quit the title at the beginning. I've never tried it, and it's literally just 5 seconds, but... Then... Now we have another quest. So let's click on the quest. Hey, the stage titles are very solid, being based off of different little nursery rhymes. Most important cutscene? Which one do you mean, mate? Oh! Oh, right, yeah. Now, we're only going to visit here once, but Do you recognize something? So, I'll always show this off in all marathons, because it isn't a serious one. Do you recognize it? It's the opening of the game. I will always like games which do that, because it's beautiful. It's a brilliant way to do a menu. It even has the adverts. And now we're in the Belle Noire. And this is one where if I mess up, it can be painful. And I have to go to both of the areas, so we may as well go to the one where if we mess up, it will be the most painful at the beginning, because I know how to get rid of the other part. And I can also just, again, completely meme on the part of the other section, which we're not going to go to yet. Yeah, very much just by my game, except of course when you get hit over the head you don't suddenly start waking up in a car. So it's...
Does this thing move?
Bust switch, opens the door.
Hey!
And this is the only part... I was again about to say with the only part, no it isn't. This is one of the main parts where the answer for the puzzle is not given to you. And, oh. It's a good thing that happens there. I'll just leave it at that, because there's no Zanki doors in this section. I don't care what they actually call them, it's Zanki door. But the puzzle tells you what you need there. You don't have it normally, you have to guess it. And it's the same sort of thing here. I don't remember what this is, so it's just quicker to spam them all. But if you mess it up normally, you'll get an enemy behind you because it's difficulty 1, we don't care. It's a good thing he died when he did. Because that means we can just immediately go back out when it won't matter too much. And we'll just fix it then. So, it's this one. It's milk. Let's drop the milk down. Let's answer this.
Does this thing move? This thing, right? On 3. This thing, right? On 3.
It's like, can't remember if there's a Zanki. Oh, nearly fell down. That would have been bad. Not terrible, but ugh.
Whoa!
And then this is one of the reasons that we needed an item. I went through the wrong door. Nice. It's this one, and this one. Click on the door. Yes, whatever game. Thank you very much. Please skip it. Thank you. Yeah, sure game, sure. And then this is a puzzle which we would have to reset if we mess it up. And we need an item, we just need something to put down there. That's all that matters. Then we need something solid and sturdy to throw onto that door. It opens up this part here. Go through this door. Very careful when we move. Push the switch. Go along. Back up. Back through here.
Hey!
Both of these doors are now open because it opens up this area here. So now we can just go here. Then this one, if we mess up, it's terrible. So, each time we step on a button, one of the nearby doors shutters basically closes and opens. It basically turns its state from being one to another, from one state to another. So we go here. We do actually have to stand on that part there because there's a sticker thing. That is actually fine.
This thing, right?
Yeah. Here. Here. Yep, that's fine. There. Here, 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 here. Problem solved. There we go. The way that you don't take damage there is by actually having whoa. And we don't have to worry about messing up the puzzle now. We've done the puzzle, so it's all fine. And then here's where we're meant to be for this. Oh, look, an extend TV. Oh boy, what funny antics are going on. Oh. That's his daughter, and that's his. Ooh. Oh no. Now we need this thing here. We need it. Better skip it. Oh no, it's the big bad! Oh no! Big oh no! Oh no! Oh no! He's dead. And I think it's actually going to be quicker to RTB. Yeah, because we don't need anything else, we just came down here for that, so... And then now they're basically saying, oh, thank God, we got away from the big bad. Well, we killed him. I think he's dead, Dave. We're fine. So now we extend. Our poor old Mamoru. It's nice to see that the RNG was not with us, so we ended up losing Hawato pretty quick. Well, sorry, Mamoru pretty quickly. And let's speed this up by actually using the auto thing instead of moving them manually. And then, we're not done yet. We still have to go to the next section, which is another section which is kind of annoying. I'm just taking this because it's quicker to nick it, and then you charge it up, step on the thing, wait for the door to clearly open. It's gone through. And now we can continue on to the next section.
Whoa!
I was stuck on that puzzle for too long. It's the first puzzle where you seriously have got to use object to throw. So, and I was meant to go up, not down. No, actually that would have probably been a little quicker. That's one door. There's one down here. So we, again, because we get puzzle answers, there we go. Yeah, that was ever so slightly quicker. I haven't actually measured how many tiles it is, but the amount of tiles it's probably going to be as different by is so few it's not worth counting. Normally the TVs would be on if you were coming to this section first, but we decided we weren't coming to this section first, so we don't have to worry about it.
This is it, right?
We click on this, because normally you'd also have Kurosuke here, if you were doing this section first.
There's something here.
But because we don't have to worry. Skip all of the wipe. Oh no, we do have another Kurosuke. There we go. Problem solved. And again, let's actually RTB. Because it costs us nothing and we're going to go through a lot of rooms if we don't. And again, it's not something I've actually done with the RTBing and then immediately going back to the map via menu. But it makes perfect sense now that I think about it, because we've got plenty of floors that we're going to have to zoom through each time, so... It also sets us up to just basically run straight forward. And there we are. The doors that we were collecting keycards to, which were those shiny things, are immediately in front of us. And then Mr. Fancy Suit Guy got killed by one of the things. But why?
What?
Who is that big old chubby thing? What happened? Oh, don't you want to know? Well, the best way to know is to buy the game and play the game.
This way.
If you don't care for the game's mechanics, which I'm playing this difficulty 1, as you can see, you don't have to care about the mechanics. Just, very much. There's a lot of penetration by long dangling tendrils. Turn on both switches. And then we're gonna... Oh, there's like a doll. That means there's a boss area here, doesn't it? And you're right, it does. But of course... Will we be fine? The answer is yes, of course we're going to be fine. The bosses don't stand a chance. Now, there's a product in the Americas called, I believe it's Kool-Aid.
All right.
And there's lots of famous adverts with the Kool-Aid Man smashing through things. Well, of course, we're going to see this... Well... Oh yeah! solved. Kool-Aid Man's dead. Who drank the Kool-Aid?
Whoa.
Now, one of my favorite bits of text coming up. The door is tightly shut. Yeah, tightly shut my arse.
Found it!
And that's actually chapter 4. Believe it or not, we're halfway there. We're actually a bit over halfway there, but next up, chapter 5. Well, stage 5. And it's the one where RNG can screw us over royally or can give us the best luck. Let's see how screwed we're gonna be today. And today we're playing as Rio, who happens to have lots of ropes wrapped around the poor boy. Yeah, as you can see, it's nice sort of break time. I'll quite often end up using these to go to the drink or go to the loo, because it's just enough time. To the point where you basically don't lose any time, that is. And now this is one of the few where I have accidentally walked and accidentally went to the wrong place. Haven't done it this time. And now we've got the ability to use Sil Bursts, which we're never going to use because we don't need to use them ever.
What's this?
Then again, we've got more stuff from Extend TV, and it's just basically telling us, hey, you, go do something. Oh, go find a machine part. I'm sure you know what to do. There's an area that woke up now, and you can go. And it's all Japanese inspired and stuff. Oh boy, we're gonna be in our favorite animes. Oh. But what kind of anime episode are we gonna be stuck in, boys? That's right, it's horned anime. Because it's the beach scene. But let's actually be serious. Are we going to be screwed, or are we getting good RNG? We're getting... Oh. That's the worst RNG you can get. Nice game, thanks. Thanks a lot, you sack of shite. Ugh. Ugh. Nasty. Ultra nasty.
Whoa!
That's quite literally the worst RNG you can get, so of course it would happen during a marathon run. I guess it should be kind for me to actually explain how this sort of system works. Every single day, on the day system, you can spawn in one of 4 different locations on this place. We just happen to have spawned in the worst one, because to continue on, we have to pass a certain test. We can't actually skip any of the days, because we haven't unlocked the bedroom, because it basically takes up way too much. If I was to ever get this in an actual run, it's an instant reset, and that's of course halfway through the bloody game.
We're not lost, are we?
But to continue on, we have to move through these points here, and to actually open up each one of those, there's a special thing we have to open up. It just so happens this one is one of the worst. It doesn't actually explain to you how to do it, and you need a special item which is not given to you. It'll tell you what to do.
Found it!
In this one here.
There's something here.
Offer the mermaid's tier on the pedestal.
I'll take it.
I'll be honest, I don't even know what the mermaid's tier is meant to be. Oh right, this one needs a smash. So
Let's mark it on the map.
party. Where is police lady? No, that's not police lady. There's police lady. And then let's just go here because we need. Might as well have a full party. Nope, it's here. Here. Skip it. There we go. click the thing. A door. You hear it open up from the south. That's no. Oh. Oh, nice. We actually opened up the escape hatch. No, really, we opened up the escape hatch.
Whoa!
That's the only good thing that we've just done there. And because of that, we also got this. So we have to open up the door here. And now basically say, why have you wasted our time, game? Thank you very much.
I can't go there.
Whoa!
On the right side, we have actually got through some of these. On the bad side, we've just basically wasted some of the time that we would have had. Yeah, pretty much. I love RNG. Don't you love RNG? It's so friendly.
Hey!
And because we have to actually open up a certain number of the
Can't go there.
message things anyway, we're going to continue on and just knock out the last one.
Whoa!
It sucks, but we can only really make the best of a shitty situation. So let's just do that. Let's knock out this TV. This is... I think there's 2 more sections. Might be what? Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 TV sections left.
Here's the map.
That's at the bottom. No, we're not going to do that one. We can skip it. It'll just be on a different thing. And I never finished explaining the day-night system, the day system on this one. But yeah, basically we can spawn on 4 different parts of the thing: the north, south, east, and west. We happen to spawn on the worst one. That's literally the worst RNG you can get. The second worst one is... it's a bit of a pain. It's actually the one that's right next to it. It's literally this one. And it's a pain because you need an old person. I may be joking, but we do actually have an old person.
Where did we come from again?
We're going to make sure that we actually... I sort of remember what it is. And that's...
Ow!
let's do that. We're basically going to... come on. Check... the puzzle board, because we've got to go that way anyway. But we're going to check the puzzle board to see what it exactly says. And down here...
I can't go there.
because it might be just an old person, might be a person on the last day of their life. I can't remember. RNG is always good unless it's bad, except in this one where it's never... It can only be bad. If you're getting good RNG, you're lying. Because there's fine, and then there's bad. And that, I believe, is actually the last Extend TV episode we need, I think. Yep, that would be it. So we're gonna check the board.
What's this?
Aged 1 can withstand the soaking heat of the water. Well, it's a good thing that we already know what it was, and it does appear to just be old. And it's in here.
What? 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 What?
I think. Yep, there you go. And then, oh, boss thing. The thing I was actually looking for in the top left, there is a little thing that says, oh, you hear mechanical noises. I was wanting to try and see that. And yeah, we got the last thing. So this is nearly chapter 5 done. No, really. And we have to be in 2 spots anyway, so... Turn out okay. I've never seen it, so you just want to end up completing the thing in a single, so it can't be helped. And this is the reason this one's a sort of side boss. This entire thing is basically the side story mission. I kind of like it as a spot to grind because it's not so spooky. And we've basically got to overflow the waters here with hot poisonous gas. Sorry, hot poisonous water.
Found it!
Gotta be careful not to accidentally get hit, because you can be hit without meaning to by just walking near the water. Even on difficulty 0, you don't. It's sort of. It's better to just not worry about. And then here, punch. Punch. And I think there's 5. 3, 4. 5, yeah. And this is actually a good one to explain how the battle system is semi-real time. All of the characters move on a cycle, or rather a tick, and you happen to move in a real-time fashion. Because this is actually possible to completely juke and drive the enemies and make a joke of them. But the game advertises itself as being a real-time battle system. It's semi-real-time. Now, there was a Slugman on there. He looked like one of our main characters, and he came out from the extend machine. Oh no, what the hell is going on? Again, if you want to know, buy the game. And then this means we are having... This must... Stage 6, yes, cool.
To fight. To
Yep,
choose.
definitely school. So, there's a chance where I might horribly screw up. Again. However, it shouldn't be too bad. We gave Winko the fire ability because there's a skip which we can perform with the fire ability, which I realised like after my second main run, and it's a nice sort of bit of time save, honestly. Yep. So we'll go down here, continue on, let's do the thing, come on, skip the stuff. Let's get to the gameplay. And of course, hey, we haven't given you the tutorial, another tutorial yet. Let's give you another one, even though you're over halfway in the game. No. Head to New Ruins, which is the high school episode, just like one of our favourite animes. Except it's not, and this is nothing like Planet and who started to cut onions?
Ow!
You can't really call it the back to school reunion when they've already been places together as a group for the last 5 chapters. So the day system can actually screw us over. However, we've got Winko, and one of the main reasons we've got Winko is to basically defend against some of the screwing over that can be partaken in against you. And because we don't want to have only one person in the party, ever, in this particular case, it's because if Winko ends up using her ability too much, she'll die.
Watch out!
So we don't want to basically be stuck using her ability. Now we can open up either of these doors. We happen to open up this one simply because it brings us closer to the switch. That's literally it. And of course it turns us about here. Let's move it back to center. We are not going through that thing there. We're going up. Oh, no. Oops. Sorry, no. I knew I forgot something. Yeah, we do actually need only one character. Sorry. Because there's weight-related switches. If your character weighs over a certain amount on some of the tiles on this map, they fall down. It can be a pain. And I'm trying to make sure I don't forget. I know there's a key card somewhere. It's not here. But if you notice here, it says 10 kilos. Everybody's going to fall down that one no matter what. Nobody is under 10 kilo. I think it's not back there.
I can't go
It's the next
there.
one. Okay. That's good news. So we're skipping this. Basically saying ignore 200 kilos. We're grabbing that. That tool room key is actually a massive skip. That's the reason we want slightly less than just Winko. Because it means we can, down here, if you notice it says card, that's for the tool room. Then we go up, use the tool room key, and we basically skip a bit of a brain tingler. And now we're on the highest floor of this part of the academy. Another character's gonna die. Oh, God. Oh.
Well then.
Right. So this is actually where the tech is, I believe. Because we got brought down. Yeah, the thing would be blocking this one. So now instead of going normally, we go up. And we go... no, here. Fire. Fire. And that basically skips a massive puzzle where we have to go around. Solve a actual proper puzzle. And then, again, more walking around. It's basically going all the way in a circle instead of just cutting straight through. So... And even though you might think it would be better to end up not going backwards this way, you would be horribly wrong, unfortunately.
Go there.
No, I messed up. No. Oops. No, I do have to fall down once. Yeah, as you can sort of see. You can sort of tell what RNG cycle you are on because it will actually stop you and force you to go down a certain path. I believe it's down that one path, and then it'll actually show you, hey, do you by any chance see the
Flowers for the fire.
pummel horses? You could probably go over those. You might not want to, but you could. Now you have to press that switch. If you don't press that switch, you're going to fall down. And if you fall down, you're going to be in pain. And if you're in pain, oh no, bad luck. Good. And sucks to be you.
Go there.
You do want to pass on through here. Because going through here actually gets us to this section of the map. Nope, want to accidentally incorrectly double tap on that. We want to use this again. And again, be careful. We got the classroom key. So there's a high likelihood that one of our characters is going to die right as we get to the point where we need to be, and if she does, she's an arse. I think it's continue on going down. Yeah, it is. So it's click the button. We don't care. There's a door there we need to get into. We can get into there via southerly. Of course. So now we're gonna have to go all the way around. No, wait. No quick items, so let's just grab somebody from the party. Not just him. There. It's just simply easier to grab an item to do that.
Whoa!
This is it.
That was the switch we had to hit.
What are you doing?
Yeah, like that. Don't want to run so we don't fall down. And then that hole has now been opened up for us. If she transforms now, we are
in a bit of a struggle. And if she transforms here, then it's... She hasn't. Nice. We're now set. There's no problems. Somebody left their phone on. Okay, who's left their phone on in the cinema? Come on, turn it off. Who left their phone on? Gonna have to take it to principal, aren't we now? But of course, I'm joking, but this is actually the most annoying and the worst boss fight in the game. Except we're playing difficulty 1, so it's a joke. You see this freak? The freak who's got a flower where her cooch should be? She shouldn't be dead. She should not die after you do that to her. She's meant to die after her... with her boyfriend dies. That's actually the name of the Skullhead.
Let's activate this. Well, well.
Now we're gonna hope. Nice, boyfriend was actually in the here. But that skull statue is called the boyfriend monster, and it's dead, and we've done the thing, and now we've got to go back out, because this is where the extend machine is.
There's something here.
And then extend TV. You're basically forced to go to the TV after you go forwards. You can't avoid it. And... What? Oh no! Oh no! We should be able to defeat him. It's difficulty 1. What's the worst that can happen?
Okay, let's...
I'm sure it will be fine. Oh no, Mr. Muscle got hit. He clearly can't clean up that bit of a mess. This... Oh. Ooh. Ooh, no. Ooh. Oh no. Big yikes. Is it? And we're back. We're gonna totally grab his core and we're gonna save him and oh no. His chest broke. His little belly button thing that we used to revive him broke. Guys, I think Haruto's dead. Like, dead. He can't come back from that, surely.
My parents met at their university.
Now you might be wondering... Now you might be wondering... Why don't I ever save? Game has an autosave feature where after every floor you go onto, the game saves for you, so it's not too bad. And for this one, next level is the exception to the rule of every single boss hiding behind a Zanki gate or Zanki door or whatever. And that's simply because he's... you don't have all 8 characters, so it'd be physically impossible for you to be able to actually do anything with Zanki door. So the game basically says, yeah, you're not going to be able to ever do that. Don't worry, mate. You don't have to ever worry about ever using a Zanki door for this stuff.
There's something here.
Of course, we now have the person who was orchestrated this entire thing. So he thought, well, I might as well not make any more of the Extend TV shorts, which is a shame, because there's some really good Danganronpa in-jokes in these. And yeah, it's this way, because it's to Sachika's hospital. Because even though this one is about Mamoru, we're actually doing Sachika's home. Because she was a bit of an experiment, apparently. Hence why she's the girl of original sin. And there's technically 3 routes you can end up taking on this one, on some of the floors. They're effectively similar. It's mainly just for a single floor, and that's it. So, too much. Eh. Oh, no, it's up, twist, twist, pop, grab the water, drop it. Then here. And then let's skip the stuff. Come on. Oh, right, yeah, we have to go around. So open up that.
Whoa!
So we go here, here, here. Open, and it's here, here.
I'm going to activate it.
I always end up popping this one to be safe. But we should never, ever come back to this floor ever again. Follow the pointer, so you don't get lost. Yeah, who likes it in hospital? It's a nice place to be in hospital. It's nice and clean and helpful. And gotta say, they have a beautiful water feature in this one. And you might notice Yuma now is a child again. She's aged 0.
Huh? Whoa! Let's have a look, shall we?
Because if a character is basically at their age where they would die, and you enter a new level,
Careful.
the game is gracious enough and it doesn't actually kill them off, because that would be a dick move.
Is this
To be
it?
really honest. Of course, you have to step on the stop. But and then this one, it always has a character yelling and taunting you. However, there's never like a character ever there. So I don't know what on earth is going on. And then this is just basically how Satchika effectively became Satchika here. Why she exists like she does. And I'm just going the wrong way, of course. Good.
Whoa!
There we go. Again, game gives you the answer to the puzzles. Because the game's nice and difficulty 1, it's oh hey, I heard you like walking simulators and stories here. And it's a good story, I'll give you that. But we don't see any of it. It's a speed run. No, we don't want to go down, we want to go up, which is what we use the key that we just got for. Now, can you guess who's the boss? Who the boss is gonna be? Because it's a short bit of a spook. I'll tell you that.
Seems I can't just force it
This
open.
one, we need to do something. We need to get a key or something. Like, well, go here. Nice. I actually forgot to pick up the required item.
What could this be?
There. Nope, that's not the thing. It should be a box somewhere. Oh, right, it's this
There's
box
something here.
Nice. All the places to forget. It's right beside it.
Huh?
But we need to get a lab coat. And
What could this be?
please return 1 white lab coat onto the table to be washed. Well, it's a dirty lab coat. It's been worn and needs washed. Let's put it on the pedestal. And it opened up the door for us.
Let's have a
We
look,
need
shall
this
we?
key thing, because that's what's going to get us out. And then it's Satchika being a little kid and enjoying some of the stuff she had. And then, oh no. Oh, Kurosuke, what are you doing, buddy?
Nice.
Why are you dead? Level 2. Oh, right, this bit here. So, this is actually where you're going to decide what path are you wanting to take. Are you wanting path 1, path 2, path 3? Well, we're grabbing
There's something here.
path 2. No reason other than it's just the one that was on the way here. Since they are effectively, they're so similar in time, it doesn't matter. Unless you're grinding out world records. So, for marathons, it's just better to grab the one that you happen to stumble upon. As you can kind of tell, I don't really care too much about the actual run so much. It's the sort of thing I kind of enjoy doing casually, more than being serious. So, flip this in here, but we aren't finished. We cannot just leave, we have to actually go through here. Because, we're going the right way. So it's down, up, up.
Seems I can't just force it open.
Push it. Yep, Do. This should be open up B. Push.
I'm going to activate it.
And then it's click the door, then go back here. No, that's the trap one. No, that's the trap one.
I'm going to activate it.
Oh, that's actually where we need to go. And we need this key here. We need key 4. And now, the best way to get back is to backtrack. So we go up, here, here, here. And thankfully we can now just follow the map. So, here, and there. Done. We do actually need the key number 4 to continue on, so since we're already on here, we need to just follow it. Trying to remember. Yep, this is the right place, so it's here. Grab this bottle of something, chuck it in the energy bank. So we have power.
Next destination is...
And this is the right way, then we go down. Twist. Flick up. Here. Push.
Whoa!
And then everything goes weird. Everything goes really weird. Everything goes all red. It's spooky, it's scary, it's concerning. Every character's being kidnapped. Oh no. And just when you thought Haruto had jumped, no, he was nicked. And there's the reason we needed to go all the way around on level 3, just open up that door. It's needed to do as well. I'll go up. No, that's the wrong way. Here, and it's through this way, I think. No, it's not. I can just continue on. Oops. I do that often. And you see that shiny, we need to use the shiny. It's the shiny to the boss. And being about where we are, that's actually a solid time. So that means we should finish within, if everything goes well, the 150s. Hello, whoever that was. Oh, it's just a look. So yeah, he's all sad because he killed everybody and now he's only got the ability to revive. What a pathetic scumbag. So it is actually possible to just continue straight down. I accidentally went the long way around, so that's not going to be great. But here we come with the boss. And it's Krosuke with a chainsaw and lots of tendrils. Out the back. And a wrap. Oh crap. Guess it was a trap. So yeah, nice and easy, as always. So we grab the thing, skip the text, There's Kurosuke in his spawning chamber. And he's dead. He'll never exist again. Except I'm fairly sure he will, because there's, I believe there's Sugarbane that come from him, so, okay. And now, we get ourselves Howito back. We're at a full party of 8.
Don't tell.
And you know what that means? Zanki doors. Then this one is going back down here. There we go. And then this is actually a chapter end. And it's the only chapter end where we have to move out of the way to actually get to the chapter end. So that is, yeah, that's a 30. Yeah, that actually is a solid time. I doubt it would be world record, but it's definitely going to be underestimate. There's no way this is going to take me over 30 minutes.
I can't see anything.
Because there's a few things which I'm going to be purposefully doing as a backup. There's a chance where the day system's going to screw us over. Yeah, here it's already been screwing us over for the rest of it, so I'm not going to be saying it won't. I fully expect it to do so. There's a door which will open up, which allows us to get a early class 2 key. And we need as many of the class 2 keys as we can get. It's 1, 2, 3, 5, I think. And there's also a part here where there's mandatory waiting for a minute. Don't accidentally go there. I've done that before. Oh no, it does literally say go to the ruins. God damn it, game. You put us in front of it, tell us, and then don't say, oh, you might want to check it out. You'll just leave us there. Oh boy. Now, some marathons are hosted by a group called Nami. Well, this one's a group called Mani.
Whoa!
They both work with medicals stuff, so it's not that impossible.
Careful!
I'm being facetious, of course. One of them's a bunch of mass murdering, it's not even mass murdering, it's scientific disgrace nutcases.
Let's have a look,
I'm going to have to try and remember which one of those shoots is the correct one, and even if I mess it up, I'm not going to be too bad, because I'm going to open up the safety hatch, because marathon safety.
Whoa!
It'll have to go all the way back around, and it's a pain in the butt, so go here. And there is actually a backup if the door doesn't open. That doesn't look good. All of the characters are actually at the point where it would be fine age-wise. And it's opened up, that's actually solid, that's great. The fact that's there is perfect. We still have to go this way. We can't avoid it, but... Well, we actually... Yeah... No, we can't, no. So the fact we can get here right now is good, because always having an extra level 1 disposable key is solid. So we go twist, twist, up, through, and we're going to go through here. So because that door's open, it actually lets us do a level 2 key early.
Is this it?
Yep, that's type 1. Click this thing. Sure, sand fell on us, but it opened... No, it didn't open up the thing because it fell into a trap. Okay. Oh, right, we have to click the danger thing first, and that stops it from being a dangerous event. Oh, boy. That should have opened up this, and it has. We climb up to the next level. And we're going to go all the way around. Because it
seems I can't just force it open. Is this it?
This one here. Through here, we grab the strengther.
I'll hold that.
Then it's here.
It's on the other side, isn't it? Yeah, it's on the...
Careful.
Nope, I'm an idiot.
Is this
Oh, why it's just duplicating the movements. All the way. We chuck down a... shit. Split, one. There. And then this one, nobody seriously knows how to actually do it first time. We all sort of fumble about to get it, so that's how we end up getting that one. We grab the diamond, we open the door. This one is the one that's actually here.
There.
That's the reason I was looking at the sides.
Whoa.
Through here, don't care about that number thing. That's for a much more elaborate puzzle we don't care about. And that's the exit.
What could
That's
this
key. That's clearance key C.
Careful. Whoa. Seems I can't just force it open. I'm going to activate.
Yes. Have I missed something? No, wait, you have to actually go down. I believe. Oh, yeah, right, no, this is correct. So, we'd normally have to waste a level 2 key, but we don't want to. We actually need to use level 2 keys. So, we're going to grab this. I can't remember which one it's going to be, so we're going to go this one. So I think it flips it over. Let's find out. And that's the correct one. There's the key that we needed. It's the second, it's the level 2 key early.
Is this it?
Because we don't waste a level 2 key to get to it. Yeah, they're all actually going to be survived because it takes about 5 days total, I think.
There.
Go through here.
Careful.
That's actually where we just left from. I opened up the door to there because it's risky not to. Then we're going to go back up through here. We have no risk of losing stuff. We've already got the secondary keys, so we don't have to worry about going back. We need to use the level 1 keys here, because these all give us stuff. So we're going to go here.
Huh? Let's have a look,
That
shall
level
we?
1 clearance, that level
something
1...
here.
No, that's not level 1 clearance, that's the D key. I think. Yeah, D key. So you use the level 1 clearance, we're just going to keep on pushing through with the level 1s. Huh?
Huh?
And then we go down here. The level 1 keys really don't matter, we get plenty of them, because they're just the generic sort of key for the area. But getting a early level 2 key is
Seems I can't just force
massive.
it
Oh, no wait, there's
Careful.
a level 1 key there.
Let's have a look, shall we? Huh?
So that's the main thing that we actually got for that. We're going to open up this level C key here, because under no circumstances do we want to waste our level 2. So we pop it there. Now we actually continue on. We do the D stuff. Go through.
How's that?
And oh no! Sachika's arm was it cursed? It was the evil person all along. Sachika was the trouble. Who could have guessed? And now, of course, we're going to go back to the offshore plant. So we go to the ruins and Manny. And now we do actually want to go into the internals of Manny. And then we actually have ice physics puzzles.
Whoa. Careful.
I'm going to activate it.
Whoa.
We want to wait for this to open up here, then we move here.
Careful.
Now, you may be inclined to go right, and oh, what's this? A TV? Playing static? Is this showing me why? Oh, boy! It's the best part of the pun, and a shin extend TV too.
Hey, kids!
I wonder when they're gonna do elbow extend TV. Now, if you have anybody in your party who happens to be affected by
My ears!
what's it called? Not Sugarbane, a Cleone, and they happen to get hit by sound waves, it affects the Cleone's wage. If the wage hits 100, character dies effectively, because the Cleone overtakes them. So yeah, that's the food area. We don't care. That's an area we don't care. That's an area where we're not going to, and we're not old enough to go for there. Go here. Nope. Donk. So I believe that's to open up this path here. Let's just double check. Yeah, that's opened. And we're not going to that one just yet. So it's here, and it's turn Y each time, I think. Yep, that's actually correct. That's the way we're going to be going. Cool. So it's turn up. Basically twisting about ever so slowly along our snaky old path.
There.
Go through here. Don't want to activate those switches yet.
Huh?
Because we go through here, we get one of these. We need this.
What could this be?
Flick. Now we want to actually activate the switch. We're gonna pop down. Gonna pop on down to the shops for chats. And then for here, there's a puzzle to basically get a new weapon. We don't care for it in the slightest. We do care, however, for this. I'm gonna grab that, I'm gonna chuck that there. That should be here, and that's one of the things we need.
There's something here.
And then we're gonna go here. I think that's the ones we need. I can't remember.
Seems I can't just force it open. There.
Because I can't remember if you need 3 or need 4, so...
Careful. Whoa. Careful.
This one's already opened, as you can see, because it's not red, it's
Careful.
green. Yeah, it's not going to be world record, unfortunately, but yeah, it was unlikely in the first place.
Huh?
So I think we should be fine. Hopefully. Ish. Yeah, we are going to be fine, actually.
Careful.
So we're actually at the part where we've got to wait.
I'm going to activate it. Is this it? It seems I can't just force it open. I'm going to activate it.
And now we wait. So chat, tell me, got any questions? We've got a minute and we've got nothing to do, so fire away. That's some good stuff. That would be Not Mamoru. I always remember her as Donut Girl from Danganronpa. So that would be Party. Minimo. Minimo is best girl. Because not only is she Donut Girl, she's also tanned as hell, and that's a big and oh, nice. The ticker keeps on going in pause. Is there a route for difficulty 3? No, there isn't, and difficulty 3 is it's just going to be difficulty 2, but a bit of more annoying. Difficulty 2 is an actual serious easy difficulty compared to difficulty 3's 3 and 4. Difficulty 5 is the you're a fucking joke, don't even bother seriously difficulty. And I was drinking a can of Monster Punch. Some of that good old boomer juice, some pipeline punch. Sorry, Zoomer juice, not boomer juice. Yeah, we're not going to make it world record, but we might actually get damn close if I don't mess up. Because I believe from this point it takes about 6 minutes.
Whoa.
I keep always doing that. So, yeah, we do actually have an item. Cool.
Is this it?
Flick this. So we're going to use that diamond. We don't have to worry about using any more of the items at all. So we're going to go here, here. Gotta throw it onto the wall. That opens up the door here. That opens up to this
Let's
key.
have a look, shall we?
Opens up. Then we can run. And thankfully none of them are going to die. If any of them died there, we would have to go all the way back to the start. And if I was to mess up and RTB via the menu, we'd basically be screwed. Straight up, we'd just be screwed. So, yeah. And now, this part here, we go here, we go here, we're going to grab an item, we're going to climb it. Close the menu. Throw there. We need to open up this part here to go down here.
Whoa.
You can just take the other path down, but you actually need the thing here.
There's something here.
There's something part of the machine. It's actually the key. So of course we're ignoring Daichi Tachibana, who happens to be Mamoru's dad. Just, you know, his dad. As
I'm
he
going
was.
to activate.
Being a mass murderer and all. Then we've got doorway, clear doorway. And we're coming up to the final puzzle. And the final puzzle is
Let's have a
the
look,
final puzzle for
shall we?
serious stuff.
There.
We don't have to worry about it in the
There's something
slightest. We
here.
can just fail it and it will open up the path to the exit. The actual puzzle for that is hell. You've got to get it correct if you're wanting to get the final bit of extra special information and to get 100% completion for the map, and it's based on a date or something stupid. So we're definitely coming up very, very close now. Time will still be for like 3-4 minutes. That's basically telling you if you go on from this point on, you have got the gameplay part of defeating the boss. The final boss, so yeah. Yeah, that's not going to be where. There's no chance that's going to be where now. So I'm going to ask now, we have plenty of time, the credits aren't too long, they're actually pretty solid, and there's a little bit of post-credit stuff, so would it be fine if I can actually show that off? When I say it's tiny, it is literally just a little itsy-bitty bit of a thing. There's second to last boss, it's actually more like final boss stage 1. I always keep forgetting they can end up spamming exit there. Now we actually face off against Bad. That's the reason you want a second party member, is to basically be able to not worry about the lack of charge with Mamoru there. That's actually final boss. So yeah. Time is when the credits roll, and I'll actually say when that is, because there's a itty bit left. Because in my splits I actually have it, so it's final stage and epilogue, because I keep forgetting that there's a bit more. So second best girl's dead. She's gone kaput. Oh no. Whip best girl. What am I saying? Second best girl. Nobody can beat Minimo. But we got baby Sachika. Actual baby Sachika with no X key. Everything is white in the world. And that's the reason I had to remind myself that there's epilogue. Because screw that! So this is basically saying, even though the game's ending, the extend machine's broke, it's finally no longer working. So that's a bit of a shame, so yeah. But our hero, Haruto, remembers something. If it's based off of the game that we were playing, Little End of the Skies, then Zero is actually one life left. There's one more person, and that's Time. Sorry, forgot to... So yeah, she is the only one yet. That's actually faster than the time I got in Boss, and it felt a bit slower, honestly, so I'm happy with that. That's solid. That is 100% solid. It's actually about a minute and a half away from world record. So considering the fact that I got lost at the, well, twice, 3 times in stage 3, that's solid. That's solid. Top tier. This song is a banger.
I can feel myself standing tall. Oh yeah, let's be strong, let's go far, let's just walk on. Now your journey is just about beginning, and what is driving you is the precious memory. Haven't let you go. One thing I'm sure is that you're there for the future. I don't feel that you told me
So it's a Spike Funsoft game, of course, and then there's our poor old Satchika. Just left, finally absolutely knackered. This poor girl, she's been through so much. But, of course... Ooh, we're going to play this entire part in
Listen, Sachka.
full because it's tiny. So...
I distinctly remember Rio telling me that one time. There's still one life left. That's right. The game didn't include the current life as part of the remaining count. If the extend machine was modeled after that game, the humanity counter must work the same way. 0 lives left doesn't actually mean 0. There's still one more person. This may just be wishful thinking. Hell, this could all be complete nonsense. But this is the last bit of hope I can leave for you. Keep searching. You're not alone in this world. They must be out there somewhere. That person is your last remaining friend.
And then, of course, as Sachika's dying and remembering, a person stands above her. And he's damn handsome.
Good morning. May I ask your name?
My name is...
Girl of original sin. Extend. And there's Show and Mirai, who we didn't really see much of in the speedrun, unfortunately. Then, of course, the Extend TV finally ends. But the Extend machine still lives on, waiting for humanity to come back one last time. There. And there's the lives counter. And there's another human on Earth. And another human on Earth. And another human on Earth. So thank you everybody for coming along and watching. That was Zanki Zero. Please, I highly recommend joining the Discord and actually buying the game, please. It'd be nice to actually have somebody else to speedrun this game alongside and to root with. I'd like to thank NASA for allowing me to stream as a Brit and not an American, though I am at the port where the Americans set off of, so sort of there. Just kind of missed the boat.
Yeah, you're basically American.